Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Lydia. Today for this standing mat class, all you are going to need is a yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block from home, do not worry, you will still get benefits from this workout. We're going to start using our own body weight, reaching the arms all the way out. Take your legs and open up just a little bit wider than your own natural hip width distance. Legs in parallel. Take a deep breath in. Feel your floor underneath your feet. And exhale, just ground. You're going to take a deep breath in again, filling up through your nose. And exhaling through your mouth, relaxing through your shoulders. We're going to take a bend through the left leg, reach your arms all the way down, stretching your right thigh out. Hips back, reach. Arms long, deep breath in. Switch sides, exhale down. Activating right away into the feeling of your feet, pushing into the floor, finding a stretch, reaching out. Hips waking their way all the way back. And then feeling where you're able to get that sense of stretch back to a neutral spine as you lengthen. Reaching out one more time each side. Stretching that right inner thigh as you bend your left leg. Stretching your left inner thigh as you bend your left leg. You're going to take a deep breath in, bend your knees softly, reach your right toes to the floor, stretch your arms out, right towards your left side, fingertips up, arms long, take your hands back down, come all the way back to center. Light bend in your knees, same thing, right leg starts us off. We stretch, there's an internal rotation through your right leg. You reach your arms up, take your palms down, and open. Internal rotation. You can add the thumbs going back, or you can keep your palms facing forward. I want you to feel good in this movement. One more time. Right toes to the floor, heel is up. You twist. Find the length, stretching all the way through your stomach wall. Arms come down, soft bend, opposite side. Left toes to floor, reaching out. Sometimes the hardest part in setting into a workout is engaging your body, doing something simple. But this is the most effective way to harness change when you move. Rotate internally. Feel a contraction through that left glute as you lift and lengthen through your stomach wall. We're going to go for one more. Deep breath in. Lifting up. Contracting through the glute. You're going to take your arms, keep them out. Externally rotate your legs. Bend, stretch. Feeling your hips drop. Resisting with your legs and glutes, pressing your heels to the floor. Let's go 8 more. 7, 6. Exhale for 1 more, 4. Last set of 3, reaching out. For 2, you're going to take a bend, hold your arms, reach your arms to a diagonal. Feel a stretch right across your collarbone. Make sure the right arm's not higher. Make sure the left arm's not lower. Close that right arm into your left. Reach out towards a side high diagonal. We're going to add the legs. You keep the bend, lower the arm down, stretching up. 1 more slow. Right arm lowers. Hips in center. Let's bend and stretch with a little bit more dynamic rhythm. Warming up through your body here. Inhale. And exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Hold the bend, take your arms to center, reach that right arm down onto your diagonal, left arm is up. We slowly move with that left arm closing down, lifting up, contracting through your legs, keeping your hips down. Let's take this a little bit more dynamically. Keep the bend and down and up. Warming up through the core and finding that soft twist. We're not collapsing the body. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, final 1. Take your arms, bring your body to center, and let's just close and open for a total of 10, 8 more. Engaging that stretch and squeeze of your inner thighs and glutes at the top. Final set of 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last one, full stretch lift. Bring your arms down, toe, heel, all the way in, shoulders relaxed down. We're gonna be setting up right away with the yoga block. What you wanna do is take your yoga block and set up with your right foot on it. Your foot and leg are gonna be in a parallel. From here, you're gonna take your weight, shifting right away into your right heel. Take your left toes behind you. There is a soft tilt. You're not in a deep lunge. If you're not using a block, the position is this. The same thing, just on the floor. You're gonna set up with your arms in a nice lift. Have your elbows bent. You can either have your hands in prayer. You could have your hands at your shoulder height lift. You could also have one fist into one hand to provide a bit of resistance, but we want those arms lifted. Now, you've got the weight in your right heel. If you're on that block, I want you to stabilize, and I want you to lift your legs simply from the floor, because if you're on the block, you've got about a 2-inch lift. We're gonna take the toes, you're gonna bring them down, touch the floor, lift. It's small and slight. If your right foot is in the floor, it's still a small movement from the left leg. We're not exaggerating this. We're keeping it all about controlling and focusing the glute in creating the movement. There's no drop. There's only that contraction on that lift. You're stretching through your stomach wall, contracting through your abs. Last 4, last 3, last 2. Holding your leg all the way up on this last one here. Stay up. You're gonna reach out through a flex and point. Dorsian plantar flexion through that foot, elongating through your knee, elongating through your stomach wall. We've got that little bend of support in the right leg. We've got 4 more. Last 3. Ooh, balance is on. Here we go, last one. Take your toes, bring them all the way down to the floor. You're gonna switch sides right away. Step up and over your block, switching sides. Now I'm gonna bring my block to the other side just simply so that you can see my alignment really well and clearly. If of course you're not using the block, you're using your floor. Setting that right foot up right behind the left heel, meaning you have a slight tilt forward, already giving your weight into that left leg. Arms are up, take your body, shift your weight forward, feel the bend in your left leg. That heel of the left foot is in the floor. You're taking your right leg, lifting it up, not for height, but just to feel where you are in that hovered position, because your left heel on the block is providing that 2 inches of lift. Lower down and lift up. Control the lower, control the lift. You're keeping your back on a slight tilt, but you're not tilting deep. You're trying not to arch as well, and that's one of the most important things in lowering and lifting the leg, is feeling that the glute is contracting to do that movement. Don't swing from the back. At the same time, feel that you are pushing a substance down as your leg lowers. You push down, creating that tension as you lower. It's gonna get a deeper part of your glute muscle. Lifting and lowering, last set of 3, down, lift, 2, last one, eyes staying up, taking your leg, hovering it off that ground, flex, point, reaching out, lengthening through your right kneecap, keeping your left leg in a soft bend, hips are back. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your toes, bring them all the way under your hip, and take a step off the block. Give yourself a nice little bit of a shakeout. We're gonna be grabbing our block, and we're gonna be using it right away for our arms as a means to hold and condition a really strong and tight parallel. Basically, you can't cheat yourself if you're holding the block. You'll see if it's in the position where one arm is favoring the work. You're gonna take your block, and what you wanna do is bring your block right in between your wrists towards your forearms. Essentially, you want to alleviate your fingers, and if you want to do this short or a little bit longer, no matter what, the block is being held across. So however you can get into that position, I usually stabilize with my block on my thighs to get my arms wrapped around. If you don't have the block, you're doing this with just your arms. You can always feel free to add weights. Take a soft bend in the knees, have your elbows up, make sure the block is right at that forehead alignment. You're gonna take a soft lower and lift. It's like you're playing a game of peekaboo with yourself. Keeping the elbows in alignment with the wrists, knees staying in a soft light bend. You're stretching through your stomach wall. You're keeping your elbows working with those wrists. I keep changing my posture so you can see what's happening with the arms. You're not letting your elbows flare. You're keeping that block in center. Go for 4, last 3, last 2. Take a soft hinge in your hips. Hips go back. Arms reach and pull. Elbows sliding forward. Keeping the block, again, right between those wrists and forearms. Pressing the forearms in. Reach, pull in. Final set of 5. 4, 3, 2. Last one, reaching. Final set of repetitions. Your arms come all the way down. You keep your wrists long, shoulders pull back. You take your hands, bend and stretch. 90 degrees through those elbows, finding the 90 degrees, stopping and reaching. Control, reach, control, reach, control, reach. Deep breath in and exhale. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, final one. Feeling the arms come down long. Relax, let that block go. We're gonna set up right away coming down onto the floor. And what you wanna do is bring the block towards the right side. We're gonna be using it for the right arm. And how you use it today is going to be very much a preference for your shoulder, for your body positioning. Your block might be high, it might be in a vertical position. You might have it in a lower flat position. You might have it completely down. You will choose what feels best. I'm gonna start with mine down. This is what feels best for me. Have the block on that right side of the mat. Have your right hand on the block. Take your knees underneath your hips. Left hand is stacked underneath the shoulder. It's in alignment with the block, but you have that shoulder width distance. Now you're gonna send your right foot right away next to your right hand, next to your block. Slide your left leg a little further back, and should you feel that the left knee needs more support, you can always roll the mat up from behind to give your knee more cushioning. Now from here, you should almost feel like you're already in a stretch position for that right and left hip. Left hip flexor, right through the inner thigh, right through that hamstring. You're gonna take a deep breath in, eyes are gonna look up, you're gonna look forward. On your exhale, you're gonna press on the block, you're gonna reach back, you're gonna send the right toes behind you, stretching, notice my shoulders are away from my hands. Deep breath in, exhale, inhale, move, exhale. You shift the weight forward, you draw that right knee in, foot goes right next to the right hand. As you press back, you lengthen the right leg out. Bend, lower, eyes up, press to the block and floor, reach all the way back. You're using your stomach muscles here to control the weight of the leg, reaching out and back. Bend, foot forward, eyes up, stretch, reach long. Last 3. As your breath, inhale, exhale, finish the move. Inhale, start, and exhale, reach back. Last time. We're gonna hold the stretch all the way back. Keep your right hand on the block, keep your hips back, but lower your left forearm underneath your shoulder. Now, if you feel like I just did, that I need to reach my right arm a little further to accommodate that left elbow drop, do so. From here, lower down, contract to the floor, lift. Lower down, control, locking that right arm out, pushing your hand into the block, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. You're controlling through your glutes, you're not letting your leg drop, you're pushing, if anything, the leg down. We're gonna reverse the breath for the last 8. Take a deep breath in to hold. Exhale, press down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press down. 6 more. Nice, slow, controlled movement. Press, press, breathe out. Breathe in. 4. Stretching through the length of your right stomach wall. Right hand stretching out, locking through the elbow. Toes to the right foot pointing and stretching. Let's take the leg up and finish with a small range of motion. Hold the leg up, lower, lift small. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Feel the glute burn. Last set of 3, last set of 2, last one. Take the leg all the way down. From here, take your right hand off the block. Take your left hand out. Open your knees as wide as feels good. Child's pose, shell stretch, anything that feels good. Let your body weight go. Feel your breath. And just give your body permission to fully release. You want to start from scratch again. Use your hands to unravel your torso all the way up. Give yourself a nice little shrug through shoulders. We're going to set up for the second side. Grab your block. And from here we go onto the left side. If you need to have your block in a different position, by all means listen to your body. I'm going for the same position for myself. Knees stacked underneath the hips. Bring the left foot first onto the outside of your block so that way you can shift the weight from your right knee slightly back. You want to feel that you're in a hip flexor stretch. Feel that your body weight is in a supported position. Again, adjust your block higher or highest if you need. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, start to press from the block, reach your hips back, point your toes. Take a bend of your knee, shift your weight forward, take your body weight down, eyes up. Exhale, hold. Deep breath in on the bend, controlling the foot to the floor. A lot of this exercise is about getting into a stretch of the stomach wall and then contracting through the stomach wall to make the space to get that foot all the way through to the side of the block. Exhale, reach. Inhale, start the movement. Exhale, right hip flexor stretching. Start to add that gaze looking up, especially if it helps you in the movement. Feel that you're elongating forward, eyes up. Exhale, bring the hip weight back. You're basically taking your arms into what is a downward dog positioning. The weight shifts back. Last set of 4. For 3. Final 2. Control through the stomach wall. This last one, we hold the stretch all the way out. You keep your left arm long. You lower down through that right elbow, and you shift the weight of your block slightly forward if you need to have a little more stretch so the hips stay back. Take a deep breath in as you lower down, touch the floor. Exhale, lift. You're keeping the back of that left leg as long as possible. Again, you're controlling down. You're not letting the leg fall. You're pushing against something. Deep breath in. Keep stretching out through that left arm. You're working through the ultimate point of stretch here. The left arm and left leg are the longest that they can be and go. Go for a last one here and hold the lift. Now we're going to reverse the breath. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Lower and lift. Reversing the breath. Reverses where the contraction has a little more focus. Keeping your hips back. Eyes down. Deep breath in. Last set of 3. Last set of 2. Last one. You're going to take the leg up, hold it right here, and lower small, lift, down and up for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Take a deep breath in and exhale, taking the leg all the way down, opening up, left hand, right hand, and stretch out. Release your weight. Take a deep breath in to stay. When you're ready, exhale, unravel one vertebrae at a time. From here, you're going to be grabbing your block. You're going to make your way all the way to standing. What we're going to do with the block is set up again with the arms. You're going to take it right through the right fingertip index, all the way up against your forearm. Grip the block in its long position. Turn your arm back so the block is rested on your forearm. From here, you're going to take a soft sit back. You're going to have those heels on the floor. The knees have a light bend. Your hamstrings are lengthened. Left hand is out, thumb to ceiling. Lower and lift right away up and down. We're bringing the stretch of the arms into action. Eyes looking forward. Chest extended. You're making sure the block isn't starting to get dropped through the wrist. You're keeping it right against your forearm. This is a great training tool. One more set of 4. Last set of 3. Last set of 2. Last one. You're going to take your block all the way down. Bring it between both hands. Both index fingers take it. Lift up. Sit your hips back. From here, lower your arms and lift. No lower than where your eye line is. Keeping your heels on the floor. If you need to have a little bit more focus in the heels, lift your toes from the mat. Lower, lift, down, up. One more set of 4. Exhale for 3. Last 2. Last one, come up, and right away, left hand, index, thumb, and wrist. You're gonna send that block against the forearm, stretch it back, right thumb to the ceiling, lift, up and down. Left tricep working for that stretch, keeping your heels on the floor, lift your toes if you need. Chest up, eyes forward. Last set of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your block all the way down. Reach your block all the way up overhead. Hold it and lift it. Lift right knee, lower down, switch to the left, and lower. Whew. Right away, that block over the head, you're trying to keep your arms next to your temples so that right away you're working in towards your lats. Staying active. Switching legs up and down without letting your back start to round up and down. Use that floor. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. You want to feel this through your abdominals. You want to feel that the arms are helping hold you accountable to staying up. Good. Lift and lower. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last one, holding the right leg up. You're going to keep the arms lifted. From here, all you're going to be doing is transferring the weight. The right leg is lifted, it's not high, but it is a lot of balance for that left leg. Bend your left leg, reach the right leg back, take your block down. Take the right leg in, back under, high knee. Reaching out. Soft bend in that left leg, block to ceiling. Block reaching forward, extending through that right leg back. Lots of control here. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach. Good. Last set of 4. Make every rep count. Deep breath in. And exhale, lengthen. Shoulders away from ears. Feel that block hit right over top of your head. Last time right here, hold. We're going to finish with the block and leg lower, lift. 7 more. 6, 5, last 4. Stretch through your toes of that right foot. Make sure the ankle's active. Last one, lower. Last one, lift. Take your foot down. Relax your shoulders. We have our second side to do. Reach the arms back up overhead. Relax the shoulders. Feel that your stomach wall is stretching. Take the weight into your right foot. Left leg is up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend through the body. Stretch out. Reach back. Bend, in, lift. This is a lot of standing core work. You're trying to feel where your abs are helping control your ribs, with your hips. Light bend in that right leg. Track, in, lift, arms overhead, reach. Notice the differences on the second side of your body. This control is everything. This is one of the things we want to work with, our balance, train the body to find it. Holding everything out here, taking the left leg down with the arms. Reach, lift, reach, lift, down, up, for 4, 3, 2, lift, last one, lift, and come all the way up to standing. Open your legs wider than your mat, lower the chin, let the block take you down, bend your knees. Place the block onto your floor, continue down with your arms. And if it feels good or necessary and you want to have your block for your forehead or your head, you can always do that. Keeping your knees in a soft bend. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend your left leg and straighten your right leg. Take a deep breath in, press to center. And exhale, right leg bends, left leg stretches. Back to center, deep breath in. One more time each side. Exhale. Left leg bends, right leg stretches. Deep breath in through center. And exhale. You're going to bring your legs back through center, bend so that your hips lower, and unravel one vertebrae at a time, stepping your legs all the way into center as your arms lift. Take a deep breath in, reach up, and exhale, open, press your arms all the way down towards your sides. Restack your neck, your head, your spine. Thank you so much for joining me for this mat class. The block is efficient. The block adds on a certain little level change. Of course, if you've got the benefits of working with your own body weight, this is an amazing sequence to take with you when you travel. Holiday season can be tough to work out, and sometimes you don't have anything to use. This is a great example of getting the most using the least. Thank you so much for joining. I look forward to seeing you at the next Burn Pilates class.